Okay, welcome back. Let us do the CPJ now. So I'll be doing the payments. Okay. So with the payments, obviously it's an EFT. I'm sure when you're practicing with old question papers, it will be checks. So remember, our banking system keeps on improving every year. So most banks rarely use checks. So most of the time now, method of payment is a electronic fund transfer, which is an EFT. So basically, let us start with the EFTs. Right. I will try to actually do the bank statement as well. So I'll even do the items that appear on the bank statement, but which do not appear on the cash book. So I'll just finish the whole CPJ. Okay. So basically we are still on okay, let me just update this batch since it's already printed. Update. So guys, when you update, make sure you have the printout on your hand. You do not update if you do not have it with you. Because as soon as you update, it will disappear. Okay, I'll just update. Right. You need to make sure you choose bank, the first cash book. Okay, so it could be maybe the second, but it has to be bank because with CPJ and CRJ, the money comes out of the bank, then comes into the bank if it's a CRJ. So you need to make sure it's cash book one, which is bank. All right. Settings. Make sure you do the settings. Repeat description. Every transaction is unique, so we cannot repeat description. Text processing must be on inclusive. So it must be on and then on inclusive. Increment references, yes. So yes, we are doing period number 12. So I did tell you guys that I'll be using the printed version. Remember when we were doing petty cash, I told you that I'll be using the printed question paper. I will come to this electronic copy of the paper, but most of the time I'll be using the one that I printed out. So meaning my screen will be on the actual CPJ. So the first item says bank transfer 201. So I think that's the reference. It's Vodacom and then for telephone. So the date is the first. So it's one, enter, enter, enter. Right, I'm just going to type Tele, yes, telephone and fax. And then the reference is going to be the reference is 201, enter. And then the description is, I'm going to put the payee first, which is Vodacom. And then it's telephone. We said we need to look at the addendum to check whether e-tax is charged or not. All right. So basically, this is the addendum that's attached. And then when it comes to telephone and fax, yes, it is charged. So if that is charged at standard rates, which is one, enter. Then I put 1,299. The next one is Dunlop, which is vehicle tires for the owner. So it's the third. That's drawings. That's definitely drawings. Dunlop. Sorry, it's Dunlop dash. I'll just say owner vehicle tires. Owner vehicle. That's Vehicle. Sorry, it's vehicle. Vehicle tires. Obviously, there's no VAT involved since it's drawings. So it's 3,499.58. Next is it's a payment to infinity. Says insurance. Okay, let me just use okay, here's the transaction. It happened on the let's just check it quickly. It happened on the sorry. Yes. It happened on the 5th to infinity insurance and says owner 1,253.26. The total is 1,000 is 4,453. So it's 4,453. That's the total. It's 4,453, comma, sorry, comma 76. So this is the total, right? And then for, okay, and then it says 1,253, comma 26 is for the owner. Meaning for the business, you take the total, you minus the owner's payment, and then this is what you get. Sorry, this is what you get for the business. So this is exactly what I'll record. I'll record this for the owner. Obviously, it's going to go under drawings. It's for the owner. Obviously, this one is going to go under insurance. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So the date is the 5th. So 5, enter, enter. I'm just going to start with the drawings. Drawings. It's 203. I'm going to type infinity. Infinity. And then I'll say owner insurance. Right? So there's no VAT involved when it comes to drawings. 1,253.26. Then, still the same date. Now I'll be choosing insurance. Insurance, yes, yes, insurance. Obviously, it's still in fee. And then it's going to be for business insurance. So it's business insurance. Sorry. Okay, let me just check his VAT involved for insurance. Yes, I do know it's involved, but I just want you to get used to the addendum. So it is involved, yes, it's standard rated. So it's 1, enter. Obviously, the amount is calculated because you have to take the 4,453.76 minus the owner's payment, which is 1,253.26, and then you get 3,250 cents. So it's 3,200.50. Right, we move. It says for 20. Okay, sorry. Let's just fix the reference here. It's still 203. Remember, it's on the same transfer. The transfer actually had the business's insurance and the owner's insurance, so it has to be the same reference. Okay. Then it says here. Sorry. Here it says we actually made a payment to who? To iAfrica. So iAfrica, I believe, is a supplier. It says circle account on 1 February 2024. So what could we circle on the first of the period, or in the beginning of the period? I believe it's something we owe from previous periods. It's something we owe from previous periods. So which is why, let me just shoot straight to the suppliers. Okay, these are customers. Here's the suppliers, and it says iAfrica Care. So we owe iAfrica Care 2,000. So it balance is 10,200. Sorry, it's not 2,000. It's 10,200. Then we actually made a payment. How much is the payment? The payment is 10,050. So the payment is 10,050. Meaning we owed 10,200 and then we paid 10,050. But the account is settled. It does say settlement of account. So the account is settled, meaning we do not owe this supplier anymore. So meaning the difference must be the discount we received from this supplier. So 150 is the discount. Because remember, it says settle account on one, so meaning we do not owe. Once you settle the account, it means you do not owe anymore. So we were owing 10,200. However, we paid 10,050, meaning the 150 was not paid, but instead was given to us as a discount. So these are the two amounts which we are going to record. So we're going to record this as a payment and we're going to record this as a discount. Okay, let me show you. So it dates is the 8th, 8, enter. Remember, this is a supplier, so you S, enter, enter. Okay, the reason why I'm saying enter is it's just that I'm showing you guys how to work quick. Right, so it is 204. Right, so it's settlement of account. Settlement of account. It's 10,050. That's the payment. Once you have discount, guys, once you have discount, you do not disregard the discount tax. The discount tax is standard rated. So whenever you have a discount, you need to put the discount tax first, then the amount. And I told you that the discount tax is standard rated, meaning it's 1. Enter. That's the standard rate. Then it's 150. Hope it makes sense. Okay, let me not fly past the date. Next thing, it's digital vibes, printing and stationery. So they were specific on the 10th. It's G, general ledger items. So the G stands for general ledger items, the S is for suppliers, and the C is for customers. Right, it's printing and stationery. It is 205, yes. I need to write the name of the payee first, which is digital vibes. Then I'll just say printing and stationery. Let me just use the symbol instead of the, yeah, and stationery. Right, obviously VAT is involved and it's charged at standard rate. I'm gonna go to the addendum again. Yeah, standard rate. Just to make you guys get used to the addendum, because most of us actually avoid tax, and that will cost us some marks. So I do not want anyone to lose any marks. Hence, I will do exactly what I expect you to do when answering this question paper. Right, we're moving on. The date is the 15th. It says second account computer world. All right, so let us check this computer world. Let me check the invoices first. Is there any invoice? Yes, there is an invoice. Let me check. Is there any opening balance? It's zero. So once you settle an account, obviously, okay, in this case, we have an invoice. So I don't think I'll have to actually generate the invoice. I don't have to. But I will generate the, no, there's nothing that I need to generate here. So the amount is 66,391. Okay. So the balance is zero because I'm settling an account. I have to start with the opening balance. Then the invoice is 66,391 if I'm not mistaken. Let me just confirm. Sorry, there's no need for me to go confirm because I actually do have it here in front of me. So I'm just gonna open it here. Yes, it is 66,351. Okay, now let me just confirm whether do I have any returns to this supplier, because I need to less what? I need to less returns. Yes, there is returns. So I need to less returns. Obviously, you're going to look at your supplier allowance. So in this case, what did we return? Let's go check what we returned. You need to use your supplier allowances because that's where you're going to record this since it's a non-stock item. It says what did we return actually? Let me go confirm one more time with you guys. We returned one Canon C7 black toner. Okay, a black toner, that's a cartridge. And then obviously let's go check it out. This is what we returned, and we returned one, which is 1,999. So it's 1,999 times 1. So we only returned one, meaning it's one. Has to be negative because I'm actually lessing this. So I avoid this when I'm doing this calculation. I avoid this. I will actually consider it at the end. Okay, let me just, avoid. So I'm only gonna take this invoice less the returns. Then what do I get? I get the new invoice balance. Right. Then I need to go and check, do I have any early payment terms? Okay, in this case, there's no need for me to check that. You know why? Because I was already given the payment. I already have the payment. Had I Okay, let me check. Do we have any early payment terms first? It says payment strictly 30 days. Okay, it doesn't give us a percentage, so it's fine. I'm just going to check the payment. The payment is for 64,000. So the payment is 64,000. Meaning we settled the account. So we were owing 64,392, and then to settle the account, we only paid 64,000, meaning we also received a discount. So we're going to take the new balance minus the payment. So this is the payment, which is 64,000, and this is the discount, which is 392. So that's what we record. it has to be S. Remember, it's a supplier. And then it's, no, it's Computer World. Sorry. Computer World. Is it 206? Yes, it's 206. Settlement of account. Okay. It's 64,000. Remember, there is a discount. So I need to put the tax, discount tax, which is standard rated. So it's 1, enter, 392. Okay, on to the next page. Right. So here I have it's a settlement of accounts again, 207. It's a settlement of account. Sorry, let's check it out. Yeah, settlement of account. So let me go check. Do I have an invoice for face meat distributors? Yep, here's the invoice, 2,754. So I'm just gonna write it here, 2,754, uh, 41. So this is the invoice, okay? Since it's a settlement of an account, I need to go check. Yes, I do have an opening balance, which is 17,300. So my opening balance is 17,300. So I told you guys I'm avoiding this. I'm avoiding this. I will get to it once I get this amount, the payment. So I'll show you how to get the payment. Only then will I add the opening balance. All right. If I'm not making sense, just wait. You will see what I'm talking about. All right. Now I need to less the returns. So do I have any returns to this face to face meat distributors? Let me check. Okay, these are, nope. There are no returns. It's only to Computer World and iAfrica. Right. So this is what I'm going to do with returns 0. So obviously, if I take invoice minus the returns, which is 0, I'll get the same amount. Now, what I need to do is I need to get the discount. I need to get the discount. How do I get the discount? So obviously I am given a percentage. It says 20% discount within 7 days from invoice date, right? So 16. Okay, normally they start counting from the end of the period. So yeah, I believe we do qualify for these terms. So it's 20% within 7 days. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this invoice amount multiplied by 20%. Multiplied by 20%. So this is the discount. Okay, this one is different. So there's a reason why I did it like this. Allow me to hide it and actually change a few things here. Let me start by the payment. Sorry. Yes. And then the discounts here. So this is the discount. Yeah, so what I basically did is, because I'm supposed to calculate the payment, this is how I'm going to be doing it. With the other one, I already had the payment and I used the payment to get the discount. So this time I have to calculate everything, which is why I'm actually putting it like this. So when you take, oh, it's payment for invoice, not for the account. This is payment for the invoice, not for the whole account. So remember, we still have an opening balance that we haven't taken into consideration. Remember, I said we must avoid it. This must be negative. Yes. So once I minus take the new invoice balance and then I less the discount, I will then get the payment for this invoice. Now to get the total amount due, to get the total amount due, I need to take the opening balance and then add the payment for the invoice. Yep. So now this is my discount that I'll record. I want to remember when we are recording discounts, you must use you must actually put the discount tax, which is standard rated. So this is the discount we're going to use, and this is the payment that we are going to pay to the supplier. Golden color, I need a better one. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So this is the discount, this is the payment. So what I did was actually avoid this, then work with the invoice. Why did I work with the invoice first? It's because we're going to take the invoice minus the return. The returns are for the invoice. That's if they are there, right? Then you get the new invoice balance or balance. Then you need to calculate the discount. Remember, there are terms. It tells you if you pay within this period of time, you're going to get this percentage as a discount. So, that is why we are calculating our terms using only this invoice, right? So we got the terms only there, or then we got the new invoice balance or payment that the new amounts that we need to pay. Obviously, how to determine that? How to determine that? You take the new invoice balance minus the discount, then you get the payment for that specific invoice. Now, to get the total amount due, you need to add the opening balance. I'm not sure if I'm making sense, but yeah, it's 19,503,53. We move, still a supplier. It's yes, face and distributors. Settlement of account. It's 19,503,5. Yes, and there is a discount, so you need to put the discount tax, which was, I think we forgot, 550,88. Right, yeah. I believe we are still moving. And then it says restore petty cash impressed amount. This is the 29th. Oh, sorry, I need to fix the date here. It's the 18th. Right. So it's restore petty cash impressed amount 29. It's G because I need to choose the petty cash account. Petty. Here's the petty cash. Okay. What I need to do here is you need to actually open your invoice. So I do have it here. Sorry, it's here. Vikela. Yep. Here's my petty cash. And the total is 943,53. It's 943,58. Sorry. 943,58. So that's the amount you need to record. So it says restore petty cash to impressed amounts. Right. So there's no VAT involved. Yeah, it's nine. I forgot. It's 943,58. It's 94. making the base. 943,58. Uh, okay. Now it says Adriana Pillay salary for Feb. Salary for Feb. So obviously that goes under salaries and wages. It is, yes, it is 209. And I'm gonna write the name of the payee, which is Adriana Pillay. Then salary for Feb. Obviously, there's no VAT involved when it comes to salaries and wages, but you need to confirm on the addendum. It's 14,645,20. Okay, still the 29th, yes. And then the last one is on the 29th again. It's a supplier S, enter, I Africa or I Africa Care. Yes, it is 2010 settle account, so it's going to be settlement of accounts. Okay, guys, let me just move here because I'll have to close this and actually do the invoice. So I need to do the invoice for this supplier and the debit note. Oh, I don't need to do the invoice actually. I just need to do the debit note because, yeah, I just need to do the debit note. So it's settlement of accounts. So I'm starting here. Let me just check. Do I have an opening balance? Yes, I do. 10,200. Oh, I've already paid. Remember? Remember we paid that 10,200. So the balance is zero now. Remember we paid? Yes, it was on the 8th. I Africa, we paid. And remember, we received the discounts of 150. So, yeah. So, meaning now the balance is zero. So, I'm just going to look at the invoice, and the invoice amount is 2,765.70. I think I do have a debit note. Let me just confirm. Is there any return to this supplier? I just need to show you guys. Yes, there is a return. So I'm just gonna do the debit note. So I'm closing this for now. Process suppliers. Uh, okay. Uh, let me just make sure that the let me just make sure that the take sorry additional parameters regarding the debit notes are done. Okay. Before I even start with the debit note, let me go to setup, suppliers, then documents. I'll be going to return slash debit. It says that okay, number one, it says rename the return man to debit notes. So I'm just gonna okay, it is, so I'm just gonna write debit note. Okay, just that one is done. It says tax invoice. I'm avoiding that for now. It says, oh, let me just do it since I'm here. It says the tax invoice will with which input should start is number. So that's tax invoice. So it says tax invoice. It says TI121. Okay, it says the debit note. Sorry. Let me cancel and not save. It, that should basically the tax invoice is for the customer, guys. I think I'll come back to do it. I'm not going to delete this part so that you know that we all make mistakes. So yeah, it's debit notes. So I said I'm not saving because I saw that I already made a mistake, right? And then it says the debit note is DEB 121. So it's DEB 121. And then what else? Supplier invoice message. Yeah. So I can put the supplier invoice message, which says, please, it says, please, let us know of any price. Okay, I'm just gonna write price changes. Then it says create the inventory for, okay, I think one is for customers. Let me just create it while I'm here because I think I'll need it when I'm doing customer invoices. So it's inventory item file. Let me just create it while I'm here. Okay, add. The code is del02. Sorry guys for taking this time to do this, but I have no choice since I might be asked to do a no, I might need to do a customer invoice. So obviously, I think it's better to do it now since I'm here. Sorry, it says 2 to 3 days. All right. Obviously, inventory group is services. Discount type is none. Yeah, it's each. I wonder how. Anyway, I'm gonna listen to what they say. It says, I wonder why it's not typing. Okay, each. I need to make sure the text is allowed at standard rate. I need to choose number one here, guys. Let me choose number one. So, what else? They said antique show quantities. So I need to untick here. Then tick, sorry, type antique commission. Then the type is services. Then the selling price is 100 rand. So it's hundreds. Yeah, so I think I'm done with this. Let me just save it. Okay, now I'm busy with the debit note. Sorry. Process, suppliers. I'll be choosing the debit note. It's which debit note am I busy with? It's iCare. Looking at the original invoice, I do have the address, which is unit 688 design over it's Margot. It's Margot. It's not sure Margot Street, and then it's not riding, not riding 2188. All right, so obviously I need to make sure, yes, it is period number 12, enter. Then the date for this return is the 25th, 25, enter. Original invoice number is IAC131, enter. The trade is 7,5, enter, 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 enter. Right. Then I return AI cooling three ice cooling microfiber wara wara, which single, it's what single, adult. So that's ICM01, I think. Yep. It's three. Unit price, I'm gonna look at the original invoice. Yes, it was. No, it's 149,99. That was the original. Count 7. Enter. I'm just gonna do it as it is. It says sling broken. Enter. 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 It's three layer cloths. So it's called the three. Okay, here is it for kids? Oh yeah, it's for kids. The three layer cloths. Then it's three. That's the quantity. Then the unit price for kids was 45, comma 50. And then the reason, 7, enter. The reason was wrong fabric. Wrong fabric. Yep, we are done. So I'm just going to print this. I'll be calling it a debit 02 debit note because I will need it. Okay, so guys, basically, what we're gonna do is here, obviously, we're gonna take the invoice, of which you've already taken the invoice is 276,65 and then 70. Let me just make sure everything is in two decimal places. All right, then we need to less the debit note. Yes, the debit note. We're gonna take the total. Uh, sorry. We're going to take the total, which is 60 wada wada. So I just copied. Here's the amount, and let me make it negative. So basically, I took the invoice amount minus the return, then that's the new invoice balance that we owe. Now, do we have terms? Of course, we have terms. Uh, with regards to the invoice, of course, we have terms. What are the terms? They say 10% discount within 15 days. So, me take this amount, multiply it by 15%. Okay, I want it to be negative, so let me just say negative 15%. Yeah, so I did get this amount. Here's the payment. So meaning this is the discount. This is the discount. And with regards to the payments, or the total amount due, obviously this is 0 plus the payment for the invoice. You're gonna get the same amount. So it won't change. Simply because we already paid the the balance. Remember, we paid the balance earlier. So meaning I'm gonna put this as a payment, and this as a discount. Okay, let's go. 1,820. So I'm going back to my cash book. So amount to put is 1,820, comma. I think it's 57 if I'm not mistaken. Comma 57. Yes. We have a discount, so we need to put the discount tax. 1, enter. Let me check the discount. 321, comma 28. Yep, it looks like we are done with the amounts which are on our books. So now what we need to check is the bank statement. We need to check the bank statement. So we're going to be checking for anything that's a payment that has not been recorded in our cash book as yet, which is our which is our CPJ, excuse me. So it says record bank charges. So I'll be actually calling, right. So all bank charges, I'm going to put them under one reference. So this is bank statement 12. So I'll just say BS1201, BS1202, BS1203. Yeah, bank statement 1201. Okay, so now I'm recording all the bank charges. Okay, this is interest, service fee, service fee. So I'm going to put this under BS1201. So it's enter, enter, G, enter, enter, bank charges. The reference, let me say BS12/01 for bank statement. So obviously this is for service fee. Okay, let me put the name of the bank first, which is NetBank. Yeah, I'll say NetBank service fee. Sorry. The name of the payee is very important to me. So it's NetBank, and then it's service. Obviously, VAT is charged, but you can confirm on the addendum. Okay, let me go there. The only thing that VAT is not, the only bank charge where VAT is not charged is the tax levy. So yeah, the bank charges, everything is charged except the tax levy. So let me go back here. So meaning I won't be going back here to check again. So I'm gonna take the amount from the bank statement. Taking the amount from the bank statement, which is 54.68. Okay, we move. Here is internet fees. Let me just show you. Here are the internet fees. So I will also record them. So I'm going to record them under bank charges. And then it's NetBank, internet. Yes, VAT is charged. And then it's 35.85. The next one is administration fee. Here, 65.66 administration fee. Still 3200. NetBank dash right admin fee. VAT is charged 65.66. Is deposit fee 3200. NetBank fee. Yes, VAT is charged. And then how much? It's 23.45. The next one is management fee. Still 3200. I'll write NetBank management fee. Yes, VAT is charged. It's 87.65. Last one is the tax levy, 3200. also goes under bank charges. Then I write net bank, then it is tax levy. So what others do, guys, so there's no VAT. So what others do here is they actually put all the bank charges under one reference, meaning they'll choose B like BS 12/01 for everything that's bank charges. I think we should do that, guys. Yeah, I think that's the easier way. When we are doing the bank recon, you see why. See why I'm actually saying this. Let's put it all under the same reference. Everything that's a bank charge, let it go under the same reference. So when you're doing the bank recon, you're just going to put this reference and it's going to include all the bank charges same time. Meaning the next available one for the CPJ is going to be BS 12/02. So that's the next thing I'm going to record. It says the direct deposit is from Yekana Bombani. So that's the money coming in. It's not a CRJ. It says the internet account transfer was for SARS in payment of VAT due. So this one was payment to SARS. So I'm just gonna write VAT control account. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I can choose the two. Then it's the name of the pay is SARS. So it's true. Obviously, there's no VAT charge when it comes to VAT, but let's check. Obviously, SARS can't charge us VAT for paying VAT. But yeah, let's see. Let us check. Do they even have? No, they don't even have it. They don't even have it here. So there's no VAT involved, guys, here because we are actually paying the VAT. So it's how much? It's the internet transfer is 6,500. And then it says DO 12 is a debit order in favor of Kempton Park Municipality for July electricity and water. So that's a payment. Which here's this payment. So you can see it. Here is it. Yeah. So this is the payment. So they say the payment is for 2,600. Yeah. So they say it's for water and electricity, or electricity and water. Okay. So it's fine. We're gonna put it under, and then it's electricity and water. Yes, number three is fine. Then we're gonna actually write the name of the municipality, which is Kempton Park. Then Kempton Park Municipality. Let me just say E and W, the electricity and water. Yes, VAT is involved, but we can just confirm for electricity and water. It is charged at standard rate. Where is it? Yes, it is charged at standard rate. One, enter. So we then put the amount, which is 2,639.56. Yeah, guys, I think this marks the end of our CPJ, and please join me for the CRJ next. Okay, thank you.